Merry Christmas, everyone. Merry Christmas and welcome. My name is James, and thank you for joining me. Today I have some very nice Christmassy themed ASMR tingles for you. So, before I waste too much time, why don't we just jump right into it? I may or may not be humming some Christmas songs during this endeavor, so just sit back, relax, and let's see where God takes us on this little journey. So, let's start off with this little beauty. I won this recently at, well, I guess won is kind of not really a fair way to say it. I received this recently at a white elephant party. Everybody brought 3 gifts, and you got to take 3 home, so it was kind of one of those endeavors. And, believe it or not, this is a candle. So let me turn off the light to prove it to you. One moment. Seem to have lost my place here. If I can just get it around. Let's see, is it this? Yes, it is. An absolutely beautiful winter landscape. Let's do this, and that's a little easier to see. I can turn that off now. Quite a variety of props here, movies and otherwise. If you are indeed interested in Christmas attire, I can recommend these Christmas vacation style socks. I am currently wearing an unmatching pair of A Christmas Story and Christmas Vacation socks. I am also sporting this Wise Men Still Seek Him shirt. I figure that is quite Christmassy indeed. Speaking of the Wise Men, let's move on to our next prop. A simply stunning box of gold, frankincense, and myrrh. Genuine gold, frankincense, and myrrh. If I just lift the latch. Are the items available? Let's start off with the most prominent one. This, which I believe, if I look again, 23 karat gold. Genuine 23 karat gold. Floating in an orb of water. The camera doesn't quite do it justice, to be fair. If you could see, as long as I hold it upright to the camera. There we go, I'm holding it upside down. I'm holding it upside down, see? That's what I was afraid of. 23 karat gold. Now one of these is frankincense, and I'm fairly guessing now, because of a YouTube video I saw earlier, that this is frankincense. The smell of kings. Fun fact, apparently it comes from Africa. Apparently there's a certain tree that whenever they chip away the wood, apparently the frankincense saps up the tree to try to heal its wound, and then they take the frankincense. Little known fact. This is myrrh. Apparently very special in embalming. This doesn't seem to have quite much of a smell. They came with little baggies, and this one's smell seemed to be running out. The frankincense still has a bit of a smell to it, though. I'm just going to close it justly. Nice and simple. Very, very nice. Let's see what's next. How about we move on to the big guy? This is just nothing more simple than a giant Santa Claus head. Nothing particularly ASMR, I suppose. It just, well, shows what I know could be used quite effectively. Who knew Santa Claus's eyes would be an effective ASMR tool? I didn't. Moving on, let's get to this. This here, ladies and gentlemen, is a genuine Ticket to Ride. Acquired this at the Grand Canyon Railroad Hotel, established 1901. This was a couple years back when I was still living in the Las Vegas area. Went to Arizona for a Grand Canyon Polar Express themed train ride, so that was fun. Next, why don't we move on to something that is going to take a little finesse. So please excuse me if this doesn't come out the greatest. This is an ornament from It's a Wonderful Life. Well, themed from It's a Wonderful Life, I should say. It even says It's a Wonderful Life there in the front, and it's a little angel. Now, if you've ever seen the movie, you obviously know what I'm referencing. If you haven't seen the movie, I highly recommend it. It is maybe my favorite movie ever, regardless. And if you can hear that little preemptive little ringing, this is quite sensitive, so I'm going to need to be careful dinging this for you. Very nice vibrations. Settle down. Gotta watch myself. Very nice vibrations. And I believe, finally, the last little prop here, I'm going to represent a slightly more obscure movie, but a fan favorite nonetheless. This is a genuine Turbo Man doll, real replica. You can see, only at Walmart. Obviously, I'm not getting one from the original film, those are way too expensive. So, a replica from the film Tingles. I know tracing is kind of big in ASMR, I don't do that a lot, but this comes with electronic lights and sounds. Never been opened because they just will. Why open it up? It's a collector's thing. I'm not usually the person who collects the toys and then doesn't open them. If you do that, I mean, all power to you. Just not my speed. Just admiring the packaging. I believe that will conclude this short little ASMR video. I hope that you found some thorough enjoyment out of it in some regards. Thank you for joining me for a quick little tingle, and I'm very glad if anyone is still watching. I know this is a little sporadic on the channel, but I'm very happy if any of you are still sticking around. Thank you for sticking around. Any video suggestions or recommendations, please feel free to type down below. I usually respond pretty much to a lot of the, if not all the comments, so yeah, pretty much all the comments. So please feel free to write down anything you want down below. And have a very pleasant rest of your evening if you do so. God bless.